right, hello class. Today we are writing two-step equations. This is on page 285 of your workbook. We're going to be talking about translating sentences into equations and solving two-step equations. For our first real-world problem, you want to attend a 2-week robotics camp that costs $700. Your parents will pay the deposit of $400, but you have to pay the rest of weekly payments of $15. Use the question to help fill in the table. So we're going to complete the table for how much is paid after 2, 3, and 4 weeks. So what we have here is the payments. At 0 payments, your parents have paid the $400 plus 0 amounts of $15 that you've paid. So you have $400. After the first payment, you have $400 plus the one payment of $15 that you have made equals $415. After 2 payments, you have $400 plus 15 times your 2 payments, so that you have $430. After 3 payments, you have the original $400 from your parents plus 3 payments of $15, so you have a total of $445. And then for 4 payments, you have a total of the $400 your parents paid plus $15 times the 4 payments for $460. So to answer question number 2, it says how long it will take a long time to solve the problem using a table, so we can solve the equation instead. Write and solve the equation to find the number of payments P that you will need to make. So if we were to write this as an equation, we're going to have the original $400 plus the $15, and your variable is the amount of payment, so that's your X, or your P in this case, equal to the total amount of money you want to save. And up here, you need a total of $700, so that's going to be your total amount. So then when we solve that problem, we would subtract 400 from both sides, and then we would divide by 15. So we ended up with, let's see, put it over here, 15p equals 300, and divide by 15 so that p equals 20. Okay, so number 3, how many payments would you need to make? You need to make 20 payments. Suppose that you receive $75 in birthday money that you want to use toward the camp. Write the equation to find the number of payments P that you will need to make. So in this case, we have the $400 from our parents plus the $75 from birthday money plus 15p, because you're doing payments of $15, equals your 700. You would combine your like terms, so we have 475 plus 15p equals 700. Solve it just like we did number 2, but this time p equals 15. All right, looking at the next page. We're going to translate sentences into equations. There are 3 steps into writing a 2-step equation. Just in words, we're going to describe the situation using only the most important words. We have to define the variable that represents the unknown amount and translate the verbal model into an algebraic equation. So let's look at this first example. 8 less than 3 times a number is negative 23. So we need to identify, this is in words, we need to identify the variable. The variable we're going to use is n because it says a number. We don't know what the number is, so then we have to write it as an equation. 8 less than, so that means you're going to be subtracting 8 from 3 times, times means to multiply, is means to equal. So 3n minus 8 equals negative 23. We're not solving it at this point, we're just writing the sentence in the equation. So number 2, 13 is 7 more than 1/5 of a number. Remember, is your indicator for equals. More than is going to indicate that we're adding. 1/5 is a fraction of a number, indicates the variable. So we're going to identify n as the number that we're representing. 13 is, we have to say 1/5 n, and then we're adding 7 because it's more than, 7 more than, so we're going to add the 7. Go ahead and try to translate A, B, and C. Pause the video now. For A, we have 15 equal to 3 more than 6 times a number. So a number is your n. 6 times means we're multiplying by 6, and more than, so it means we're going to add 3. So our equation is 15 equals 6n plus 3. For B, we have 10 increased by the quantity of a number and 6 is 5. Now, this is a tricky one because when it identifies the quantity, that means we need to use some parentheses. Quantity means multiplying that first, then we're going to increase by 10. So we are increasing the quantity, meaning we need to multiply the 6 and a number first. Then we can increase, meaning adding, by 10. Is means to equal. So we're going to have 6 and a number, that's the quantity, increased by 10 equals 5. You could have those flip-flopped if you wanted to. The difference, which means subtract, between 12 and 2/3 of a number is 18. So difference means we're going to subtract. 2/3 of a number indicates that's what goes together. So we're going to have 2/3 of a number in, and the difference means we're going to subtract equals 18. All right, on to number 3. You're buying 3 books that each cost the same amount and a magazine, all for $55.99. You know that the magazine cost $1.99. How much does the books cost? So here's our word problem. We have 3 books and a magazine cost $55.99. We're going to let the variable B represent books because B is for 1 book. We have 3 books, so 3B, plus the $1.99 for the cost of the magazine equals $55.99. Then we can solve our 2-step equation by subtracting $1.99 from both sides. Simplifying that, we have $55.99 minus $1.99 is $54. Then we're going to divide by 3 so that we get 18. So that means each book costs $18. Now if we look at example 4, a personal trainer buys a weight bench for $500 and W weights for $24.99 each. So that's our variable W right there. The total cost of the purchase is $849.86. How much did the weights purchased cost? So we have the words, we're going to identify what our words are. So the bench plus $24.99 per weight equals $849.86. W is our variable. So we have the equation 100 plus $24.99 W equals $849.86. Subtract 500 from both sides and then divide by $24.99 and we get 14. So 14 weights were purchased. Go ahead and do letter D on your own. For D, you should have gotten 12 hours. And our last example is that you and your friends' lunch cost $19. Your lunch is 3 more than your friend's lunch. How much is your friend's lunch? So your friend's lunch plus your lunch equals $19. F is for the cost of the friend's lunch. So your friend's lunch is the first F. Your lunch is F plus 3 because it was $3 more than your friend's lunch, equals 19. This is combining like terms because they are the same variable F. So we have two variables F plus 3 equals 19. Subtract 3 from both sides and you get 16. So 2F equals 16. Divide by 2. So F equals 8, meaning your friend spent $8. For your homework, go ahead and do 1 through 5, and you'll receive candy tomorrow if I see your homework completed in your workbook.